what's up? It's Cecily from Drive Girl Drive, and I'm here with my friend Kevin, the Apptrepreneur.
Hi, Mom. I'm on a YouTube channel with more than 3,000 subscribers.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think that means I've made it right.
Yes.
All right, I've made it.
So I'm here with Kevin, who is also from Sacramento. We didn't know each other then, but we are homies now. And I'm so happy to have him. He has an awesome channel where he talks about rideshare and really what's going on in the community. If there's something going on with Uber or anything like that, this guy's the first on it. I mean, do you live on YouTube? Is that your life?
No, I do not live on YouTube, although it's usually playing in the background.
But he was telling me that you're a film critic.
I am.
You are a best-selling author.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a superhero by chance? Is that what you do?
No.
Oh, I don't want to blow your cover.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
That's okay with me. I'll accept that.
Okay.
Awesome. So I'm so glad that you came through Los Angeles to help us entertain these folks.
Yes.
So do you have a funny story for me?
Yes, I do have a funny story. I have a lot of funny stories. This funny story involves fast food.
Okay.
I'm just on a side note. Why is it people always want to go to Del Taco?
Because it's good. And
Is it?
Yeah, and it's cheap.
Jack in the Box is open 24 hours too. I think it's a little better,
But it's weird stuff. It's like egg rolls and curly fries and tacos made out of soy meat.
Yes, curly fries, very futuristic food. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the story, by the way. I just wanted to say it. Just always wanted to ask the question.
Okay.
But I picked up a guy and a girl from Los Angeles and was driving them to Anaheim. Now, while I'm driving, all of a sudden, the guy loses it. And he starts going like, we need to go to McDonald's right now.
Okay.
And she's like, no, we're not going to McDonald's. He's like, no, we need to go to McDonald's. She's like, no, I don't want to go to McDonald's. Like, honey, we need to go. And this goes on for probably 5 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes, I don't know. Thought someone was going to stab someone.
Yeah.
Honestly. Then finally, she said, why? Which you'd wish she'd have asked that like 3 minutes ago.
That's what I'm thinking.
And he looks at her, at least I assume he looks at her.
Okay.
You should always keep your eye on the road,
This
folks.
is true.
And he says, didn't you see the sign? and she's like, I didn't see no sign. And he's like, the McRib is back. There was some dead silence at that point. Right. Some dead silence. And so I just kind of wait. And finally I hear, sir, can you go to McDonald's and go through the drive-thru?
Oh.
So we went through the drive-thru and bought probably 6 McRibs.
Oh, wow.
They gave me one.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
How did it taste?
It tastes like a McDonald's Frankenstein creation of ham, pork, and barbecue sauce.
Are you kidding?
That's... Well, when does anything at McDonald's taste like real food? I don't even know why you'd want to go there.
I know, right? Who goes to McDonald's anymore?
I don't know.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yep, but most of the time it's still taco.
You know what? My sister begged me to take her to Del Taco after a night of going out, and I was just like, we had to drive all the way to North Hollywood to get these damn tacos, and they cost like $3-4. So
yeah, well, no, it's cheap. It's a cheap date. That's for certain.
Indeed, right?
Yeah. I think the fries cost the most money.
It's probably the most natural food there. If you did a DNA test, it's probably like 90% potato. You think? Yeah,
probably. Some people say, oh, but it says on the package it's made with 100% real beef. It's like, yeah, keyword, it's made with 100% beef. It doesn't mean it's 100%.
So beef plus other things.
Exactly.
But the beef is good.
Heck, I know vegetarians who eat Taco Bell because it's not real meat. Oh, you laugh. You think I'm kidding?
No. I have a friend who's a vegetarian, and she goes to Taco Bell all the time. So now I know why.
There you go.
Because I'm like, you're not really a vegetarian if you're going to Taco Bell. Well, maybe you are in this case. So please tell me what you're working on right now. Like, you said you have 3 YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. You're a film critic. You're a writer. Let's delve into the life of one Kevin.
Well, let's hear when I'm not on eHarmony.
Hey.
I'm usually writing my movie reviews. I'm working on about 4 books concurrently.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about the bestseller. Tell us about that.
The bestsellers are Oscar books.
Bestsellers.
Yeah, I got a crazy idea years ago, and it'll take years to actually do the whole thing.
Okay.
Where I love the Oscars.
Yeah.
They're totally pointless. I totally acknowledge that.
Yeah.
But I like watching them. I like seeing who wins. I like to see my favorite movie of the year get called Best Picture, only to have it get taken away and give it to another movie.
I know.
But that was a good movie still, so
yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
And I kind of realized that even though they have Oscar guidebooks, they only deal with the winners.
Yes.
And they're like little brief descriptions. So I decided to collectively collect a review and review every single movie that got a nomination. Even if it was just for the sound, and even if it was a short.
Yeah.
So for 5 years, I've published books for every movie nominated for an Oscar that year, and the goal is to eventually do books for every year.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and some of those have been bestsellers.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I would never even think of that. Like, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, that's also why I know some film directors, because those books actually have a reputation in the shorts community, because not so few books actually deal with the short films aspect.
Right.
That they kind of like that there's a book that actually reviews it just like a normal movie, although the reviews tend to be a lot smaller, of course. And so I'm glad that I do that, although at the same time I also want to shoot myself for deciding that, because it's so hard to write a short film review.
Yeah.
Because it's like, after like 2 sentences, it's like, oh, well, I've just described half the movie. Well, okay, now what I
know. I see some synergy with like film festivals and things like that. Have you ever done anything?
No, qualify for some of those film festivals, but I also like to kind of go incognito.
Okay.
I don't interview people very well. I'm too blunt. I'm way too blunt. In fact, that's a funny story. I was one of the few Hollywood premieres that I went to was for the Muppets.
Okay.
Which normally that's a huge conflict of interest, but it was the Muppets. It was the Muppets.
Okay.
And so the producer of the movie invited me, and I went as his guest, and afterwards I had ice cream sundaes with Amy Adams and Jason Segel, and it was like awesome.
Oh,
and
wow.
they were as nice as you could have hoped.
Okay.
And Chris Cooper was about as cranky as I expected him to be, but he didn't stick around.
Uh-huh.
Also, he was there with his, I believe, autistic son.
Okay.
So, who I'm assuming didn't go to too many of these things. So
Right. So he
was probably preoccupied.
Okay.
Talking to Jason Segel, and it was like, yeah, I'm actually surprised that you made the Muppets, because I saw you do some pretty adult-oriented things, including play around with your organs.
Right.
And he laughed. He's like, so, scene forgetting Sarah Marshall. And this was my chance to screw with him. I was like, what's forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Sex tape.
He did make a movie called Sex Tape.
Did he?
He did, with Cameron Diaz.
What? I'm on fire today.
Yes, you are. And now, Amy Adams, she's like, I loved her in Enchantments, in Junebug, and I was telling her this, and she was like, so did you see Leap Year last year? And I said, yeah, that sucks. So glad you moved on from that.
I think people appreciate that. You don't think so?
No, I'm sure to a certain level they do.
Yeah.
Those actors appreciated it, but then they didn't strike me as insecure. There's unfortunately a very sad reality. A lot of actors are very insecure.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's why you kind of have to be careful about what you say to them.
No, that's true.
So, I mean, they have all this money and everything, but I guess that doesn't buy you respect.
It doesn't. Not especially out here.
Yeah.
You've got billionaires trying to get into a club, and they're making them wait in line. You know what I mean? It's you definitely need a lot of other things to be powerful here. And I think that a lot of those people you see at the top are the ones that have confidence no matter what, whether they were just starting out or they're, on billboards all over Hollywood.
All right. Well, and this is also an industry that rewards your successes and criticizes your failures, where it's an industry where it is literally you are only as good as your latest hit.
Wow.
I mean, just ask Gina Davis. I mean, wins an Oscar, and she was like making hit after hit after hit, makes Cutthroat Island, and she doesn't work for like 6 years until Stuart Little comes out, which was written by M. Night Shyamalan.
Really?
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you're
such a twist.
You're gonna be the guy that I call him. Like, remember that one movie with that one girl, and you're gonna automatically know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I get that question all the time. It's like, yeah, you know that movie that was with that guy that was released in theaters that came out last year?
Yeah.
Those are the questions I get. Actually, for a long time, I was so good at this that when people said, I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio except in one movie, I could always say, Catch Me If You Can, and they're like, yes!
Yeah.
Although we like him now again, so I don't think I can pull that off anymore.
So, is this your passion?
No, I just talk about when I get there.
What is your passion?
It is my passion.
Okay.
I also like video games.
Do you?
I do.
Do you have a gamer channel?
No. that I do not have.
People are getting paid to play video games on YouTube.
Yeah, but if there's one thing, I don't like watching people play video games.
Isn't that bizarre?
It's bizarre, and it's strange, and it's like, I don't know, when I was a kid, that always was what caused the fist fights. Who gets to control the Genesis?
Exactly! Yeah, you're right.
Who controlled Mario and Super Nintendo?
Right.
And if you want, you could be the jerk with Sonic the Hedgehog and give the person second play control, like, you play Tails. I don't want to play Tails, you'll outrun me the whole time.
No, you're totally right. And now these kids are so content with watching other children play. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I ever have kids, which that seems like a dubious prospect, but if I have kids and I ever catch them watching PewDiePie, I'm gonna say, what, you guys are too lazy to play the game yourself?
Sorry.
How did we get to that point?
I don't know.
It's like kids are too lazy to play the game themselves.
My son, the little one that you met, he watches other children play. He watches them play with their toys, and my eldest, he watches other guys online play video games. It is kind of weird. I don't know. I could never imagine this would have been our future.
Yeah, I could not have imagined that either. I'd rather play it myself. I'm sorry, guys.
Right. So where can they find you online?
Well, they can find me at The Apptrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
You can also find me at my regular channel, Kevin T. Rodriguez.
Okay.
And then my third, very new channel is Autograph Hound.
Autograph Hound. What's that like?
That is just where I share my autograph collection. I tell you how I got the autograph, the story behind it. And if the person is still alive, I will actually give you advice on how you can get an autograph if you want.
Are you serious?
I am serious because
this should be a service. Are you monetizing this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm monetizing it.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm. Because most of the autographs I get, actually, I write them letters.
Okay.
And so long as you know where to send the letters and what to send along with it, most of the time they will sign something for you.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Well, don't tell any more secrets. I want you to get paid for this.
Yeah. And there's only 3 videos up on that channel right now. Because like I said, I just started it.
Okay. Oh, wow. You're a real out-of-the-box type of thinker.
Well, I'm autistic. So
point taken.
Yeah.
But it's so creative. Everything that you do, it seems like you've found your own lane. You know, even with going back to what you do on Uber and Lyft, like, he highlights the aspects of what's going on from the higher up, from DoorDash headquarters, Uber headquarters, that sort of thing.
Yep. I even did videos on that. Chariots of Fire, is that what it was?
Chariot for Women.
Chariot for Women, yeah.
You did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been a nice collab video
I know!
to do. Definitely got mixed feelings about that service, but...
And CJ and Go in Orange County, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that like down there? Are they really popular?
You know, not really. Not really.
They put a lot of money into that marketing, too.
They did. I kind of felt bad for them. But...
They need to expand. They need to go debut in other cities.
Yeah, well, and the companies that are out there, the interesting thing is that I don't know if the world can take just one company doing one type of service, which is why you see Uber getting into food and why you see Postmates expanding into alcohol, and, you know, they're even now, I've heard rumblings that they might consider rideshare, where it's like, it just kind of, they want to try to get into a little bit of everything because they're finding it hard to be profitable in one area. Where I think the issue really is that they're not charging enough But then, if they do charge enough, they can't make money doing it. Then do you have a viable business model? Because you can't be fundraising forever.
Okay.
I mean that's like kind of like the crazy thing about Uber in this, and it's like, I mean, they're worth $70 billion on paper, and yet they're losing $3-4 billion a year.
Right.
And it seems pretty obvious to me, just raise the rates, but they don't want to do that because they got people addicted to that price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's kind of like Amazon now. Amazon has for years lost money.
Really?
And I think they're finally been showing some profit the last couple of years.
Okay.
But they were losing millions of dollars every year.
Really?
And all with the hopes of creating a monopoly and then raising the rates.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they create that monopoly, once they raise the prices and start charging what they really want to charge people, would you have your customers still at the end of the day? Because they're so used to getting the free shipping and all that.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
Wow.
So...
And they're closing down so many department stores. People love to shop online.
Yeah, and Amazon, which I'm planning to make some videos about this topic. Maybe we can get the ball rolling here. But, you know, some people have pointed out that Amazon Flex, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pick up, like, food and stuff, have a strategic advantage over, like, Postmates and DoorDash because it's included in the Prime membership, so people aren't paying the delivery fees. And, of course, that's another thing that bothers me because I have not shopped at Amazon for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I buy stuff every week.
Yeah, I don't like to buy from Amazon because I don't like the idea that those low prices are coming at the cost of the economy. I've seen the damage this company does and how many mom and pop shops have gone out of... I mean, heck, even Walmart is closing stores because of Amazon.
And Macy's, yeah.
And I don't want to necessarily support that. And the reason they can do that is because it's very hard to compete with a company that doesn't need to make money. It's very hard to compete with that.
It's optional for them, right?
Yeah, so now that they're entering this delivery service area, and of course, because it's part of the Prime membership, that gives them like an advantage. So it's like, so they don't even need to make money, and they can kill Postmates and DoorDash and all these places, and that's a scary thought.
Wow. How do you know all this?
I don't have a lot of friends. I read a lot.
You read a lot.
Yeah, I've never had a girlfriend, so I've never.
So you're gonna live until you're 100, basically.
Maybe. Yeah, and because I'm so high functioning, my friends have kind of joked. Which anyone out there who's watching this, it's a joke. Calm down. But they say that if I get Alzheimer's, I'll mellow out. Nobody leave comments. It's a joke, and you know it. Gotta entertain.
I love it. So funny. All right, you guys. So I've loved this. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please check out my boy Kevin. I have all his links in the description box. Please ask him any questions. Like I said, follow him. He definitely has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in the rideshare community. I see great things happening for you. Honestly, this guy posts videos all the time. He's got his finger on the pulse. He's not going to let you down. So please follow him. And if you're not subscribed, I think you should subscribe. Don't you think?
Yes, and you should subscribe to her channel too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's get some subs.
Yes, exactly, says a person who has more than 2,000 over.
Hey, it's all good. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yep, that's why I'm here. I'm here to mooch off your blood, sweat, and tears.
It's such a leech. Just kidding. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye.